Hey yo, what's poppin'? Happy Wednesday. How are you all doing? What do you think to the new intro? You like it, huh? I'm not a fan of it myself, but anyway, what are we doing today? You may ask. Well, Soccerade, one of the most fantastic things ever created by any human being
in the world.
Of course, made by the one and only Mr. Robbie Williams back in 2006. In its 15-year anniversary, it's been the most incredible thing to look forward to every 2 years, and it really does make my entire year when it comes on. Millions of people watching around the world, all for such a fantastic cause as well. Heads up to Robbie, he's done a fantastic job. And Johnny Wilkes, of course. We're going to be looking back at all the other Soccerades and picking out the most memorable moments. 2006, a year that I was only 5 years old. I was just getting into football, came across to my birthday and I saw Soccerade, Robbie Williams, and I thought, it's amazing to see Robbie Williams playing football at Old Trafford. All sorts of amazing celebrities turned out to watch this. Maradona, Gordon Ramsay, Johnny Wilkes, Graham Lasso. Obviously Maradona passed away last year, and incredibly sad loss for football. As much as everyone didn't really like him, still a tragic loss, and Soccerade paid a lovely tribute to him. Sad times, man. Johnny Wilkes has scored in nearly every single Soccerade. He's a good footballer as well. I don't know if he's had past experience. Anyway, eventually England ran out 2-1 winners after an equaliser from Diego Maradona from the spot. Johnny Wilkes popped up with a winner.
Skin suit, black paint, leather boots, big brown flying saucer ride. I didn't talk to you then, you was kissing your friends beside. It was the wrong time and place.
Gascoigne swept it towards Ferdinand! England won, the rest of the world nil. Here's Jonathan Wilkes. It's a lovely goal. Tell you what, mate, that is some goal.
2008. This game was played at Wembley this time with the attendance of 45,000. This game was a game and a half though, honestly. I remember watching this one and getting upset when we went behind, limbs when we went ahead, and then upset again when we went behind. In the end, it ended up being 4-3 to England, with Alan Shearer with a double, Teddy Sheringham scoring, and Johnny Wilkes scoring a controversial free kick.
He's limping a bit. It's Alan Shearer for England. Oh, he's took a touch too many. Still a chance for Sheringham! England take the lead after just 9 minutes. The SAS, Shearer and Sheringham combine. Shearer with a goal. Shearer. Now, is that a foul? It is, you know, it's a penalty. Now, Claudio Taffarel has saved a penalty in a World Cup final shootout. Alan Shearer, 2-2. Tony Jones with a cross, Alan Shearer! England back on terms. Shearer rolls back the years with a classic header. The only difference this time with Shearer scoring at Wembley is that the cross is provided by the McFly guitarist, Danny Jones.
What a cross it is. Alan Shearer straight over to Danny Jones to congratulate him. He just flights this ball in, and this is vintage Shearer up above standards.
Jonathan Wilkes with a free kick. Alan Shearer is onside and England are in front. And Shearer has a hat-trick. Rest of the world have put Kenny Logan back on the post, and Shearer was played onside, and Jonathan Wilkes, the England captain, was smart enough to see that. And Alan Shearer.
Then we get on to 2010. I attended this one. Now, I got to admit, the ending result was heartbreaking for me at the time. This one was played back at Old Trafford in 2010 and had an incredible attendance of 65,000 people. Robbie Williams returned to play in this one as well, so he was captain. This game ended up being 2-2, with England taking a 1-0 lead at half-time, going 2-0 up just after the break, and then goals from Joe Calzaghe and Sami Hyypiä in the second half brought them level, and it went straight to penalties. Woody Harrison, of all people, did this.
He's done it!
Because I was a kid, I was so upset when we lost, honestly.
To Shearer and to Redknapp! Bang on cue, bang on half time. support arriving rather slowly. Shearer. Back in towards Ollie Murs. Sheringham! England 2. The rest of the world now. The SAS back in tandem. Shearer and Sheringham. Larson leaves it. Filan goes on. Square. Joe Calzaghe. First of the celebrities to score tonight. Much to the delight of everybody in the rest of the world camp. Most amiable man. Admits he's not played a great deal of football, so he didn't start the game until he was 40. Oh, listen! The rest of the world are on terms. Sami Hyypiä has got the goal. And Woody Harrelson has done the trick straight away.
Inspired substitution, that. Marvellous work from Kenny.
2012 then, an iconic year for England. It returned to Old Trafford again with 67,000 people attending the match. Obviously with the rest of the world taking the lead thanks to that amazing goal. After the break, England came out and obviously scored more than 2 goals as they always did. And Kevin Phillips scored in the 89th minute to make it 3-1.
And Graham Lasso. And Kevin Phillips has made the run here. Got away from Stam, it's Phillips. Terrific blocking challenge, comes out as far as Lasso, and it's in! Deflected. Teddy Sheringham got a touch. England on terms. First man to score in 3 soccer raids. Under the cosh here with Kevin Phillips coming forward. They're outnumbered at the back. And this is Jonathan Wilkes. And England lead. Their skipper has got the goal. And Jonathan Wilkes has now scored it. The rest of the world have between the legs of Freddie Ljungberg to Kevin Phillips. Steps away from McAvoy. Still Phillips. Oh, he beats Kilty and wins it for England. The rest of the world won't come back from that.
2014 then, an iconic year in terms of Soccer Aid. Jose Mourinho this time was in charge of the rest of the world. He was taking it very, very seriously. Gave the rest of the world a second ever title with a 4-2 victory over England. Seedorf getting an incredible hat-trick, an incredible fighting comeback from England.
Is in the team for the second half. He's found Nicky Byrne. Shevchenko is arriving here. Seedorf, former teammate of his, is joining it. And gets off to a cracking start in the second half. Jose Mourinho's team are in the lead. And it's one of the Champions League's finest that have cracked them in front. And John Bishop taking the mick out of Santiago Cabrera. Does that for a living, you know. Well, Jamie Theakston trying to do a Patrick Kilty, not coming up good. And Nicky Byrne punishes him. What a finish that is from the former Leeds United man. Would make a tight finish. Here's Jamie Redknapp. Jamie Redknapp looking for goal. And finding goal. His first ever goal in Soccer Aid 2014. 2-0 down England. And now Patrick Kilty has got to stop one of the most prolific scorers in the Premier League. And he can't, but the referee is not happy about how quickly it was taken. And Kevin Phillips is going to have to try again from 12 yards. Gordon Ramsay's just gone up and had a word with Patrick Kilty. Maybe a little bit of mind games going on. Well, Patrick Kilty against Kevin Phillips. Kevin Phillips this time does slam it home. Same side, same place. And England score 2 goals in Soccer Aid, as they always do.
2016 then, another year victory for England, which gave them their 4th ever title. England eventually ran out brilliant 3-2 winners after going ahead from that amazing free kick from Mark Wright, who is now an official player with Crawley Town. The brilliant Dimitar Berbatov came on and scored 2 in 5 minutes to give the rest of the world a 2-1 lead. Jermaine Defoe, of all people, came on, reassuring England's victory.
It's hit by Wright. It's well hit. It's brilliantly hit. Mark Wright scores for England. Patrick Kilty got a hand to it. Murphy heading away as far as Ronaldinho. Cannavaro's in there. So an opportunity for Evans, and Berbatov equalises. And England's lead didn't last very long. Combination between the two. Ronaldinho goes on. Was he stopped by Paddy McGuinness illegally? He was. It's a penalty to stop this. And it's only Dimitar Berbatov. Berbatov. 2-1. Defoe going clear. Cannavaro across. It's Jermaine Defoe. Scores! It's 2-2. In the middle. Defoe into Dyer. Pull back. Defoe's got to score. He has, and England lead. 2 from Jermaine Defoe.
2018 then, a memorable year for England as we clenched our 5th ever victory, and to be honest, this was probably my most favourite one. An incredible 71,000 people watched this at Old Trafford. England went 2-0 up with Darren Bent and Jeremy Lynch scoring. Just before half-time, Robbie Keane and Veron scored to level things out. Clarence Seedorf scored in the 57th minute to give the rest of the world the lead for the first time. And then Michael Owen, of all people, came on to reassure England that the match will go to penalties, which it did. Blake Harrison, Neil Sutherland, of all people, reassured England that they'll get the 5th ever victory.
Provide 300 children with clean water for a month. Basic human need. Here's Darren Bent with the first real chance for England, and he's taking it well. Just rolls England into the lead. Less than 12 minutes played. And Darren Bent, who spent the second half of the season playing in the Championship for Burton. Right to Mers. Between the legs of O'Carroll. Bent. Right to deliver again, and to deliver well, and it's a really good cross, and Jesslyn scores. Turned in at the far post, first celebrity goal of the night. Left-footed cross, Robbie Keane, stepped away from Brown, Seaman comes out, Keane's beaten him, and the World 11 have replied through Robbie Keane, Ireland's all-time leading goal scorer. A little bit of space for Robbie Keane. Well found by Jaap Stam. Now he's run away from Mo Farah, which takes some doing. Mo's caught up, and he's got the ball again. Veron with the shot, 2-2. Juan Sebastian Veron. Big beaming smile. That tells you something about how much it means to these guys. Not quite such a big smile from his manager, but from 2 down, World 11 have squared it. And now Kluivert, Clarence Seedorf has got on and scored, and World 11 lead for the first time. Clarence Seedorf, the Dutch international, who scored a hat-trick the last time. He's done well, really. Now Redknapp. Going for goal! Oh, he's hit a post! Michael Owen! Never in question. Coach's goal from Owen, and it's 3-3. Redknapp.
2019 was an iconic year for Soccer Aid, as it was hosted for the first ever time the year after, and was hosted at Stamford Bridge, and the first ever time where Robbie introduced that women could play in it as well. This game ended up as 2-2, with England taking a 2-0 lead at the break before Usain Bolt came up with this cracker of a goal to give the rest of the world that little edge just before half-time. Then Setine, with that absolute banger from earlier, levelled things out and sent things to penalties, which obviously did not go in our favour this time.
It's a good cross and a fine volley. Julio Cesar's there again, but England take the lead through Jeremy Lynch. John Terry is there. It's a chance for Lynch, and he scored again. 2 for England, 2 for Jeremy Lynch. Carragher's mistake. Here's a chance for Usain Bolt. What a moment that is! Put it to 70818. Please help us. Here's a chance late in the day, and it's an equaliser. We could be heading for a penalty shootout.
And finally we get on to last year. This was a different year, as many of you know, because it had to be played with no fans. I think the celebrities deserved a lot of respect. Robbie, of course. This match had an incredible attendance of 0, The match ended up being 1-1 through 2 fantastic goals, Robbie Keane from the first one and then young Philly 4 minutes later, which sent me into absolute raptures at home.
We've got support from Jeremy Lynch. And here's Keane again. Oh, and it's in! Robbie Keane breaks the deadlock just beyond the diving. The second half is just over on this occasion, and Joe Cole can bring England forward. Here's young Philly, who has support from Emil Heskey in the centre. Might just run for James Bay, who's just arrived. Hatless. In towards young Philly with a real chance. And he equalises! Beautifully taken. Very.
So now we've looked at all of the other soccer aids. Let's choose my all-time favourite. To be honest with you, it's far too hard to choose a winner. But for me, I think it'll have to be the 2018 one. You know, with all the new faces coming in, like Usain Bolt as captain, Mo Farah, Robbie, obviously, it was just fantastic. I do want to see a few new faces in Soccer Aid if it goes ahead, obviously. I think with his driving success and his continuous brilliant work in charity, I think KSI should be included in the lineup. All these, I want Ollie Murs to return. I was buzzing for him when he scored that penalty in the shootout last year. Soccer Aid is fantastic. If you can donate, here's the number for it, guys. If you can donate, give whatever you can. It's for a fantastic cause. Soccer Aid overall have raised nearly £50 million. It's 47 million altogether so far, but hopefully with your support and mine, we can bolster it even more. That concludes this video for today. Hope you enjoyed it, something a little bit different from the normal reacting stuff. If you didn't see my previous video, Truth or Drink, I'm not going to say anything because I'll start laughing again. But anyway, there it is. I reacted to this hilarious video. So go check it out, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave a like rating. And same with this one as well. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like rating as well. Subscribe if you're new. And as well, I want to hear from you guys. What is your favourite soccer aid? And who do you want to see featuring in the next one? I've said who I think, so I want to hear from you guys personally. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. See you tomorrow.